Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking a really fascinating look into the grand premise of Apple's upcoming era exactly as it was explored by the IndustryIQ channel. We're talking about intelligence and innovation, the future of Apple iOS. You know, our devices are on the absolute verge of a profound transformation, and today we're going to map out exactly what iOS 27 is actually going to look like. Let's get right into it.
So, what does the future of iOS look like? Well, take a second and just think about the smartphone you use every single day. Right now, it operates with some pretty distinct limitations, right? I mean, if you want to draft a complex email, you literally have to manually type out every single word. If you want a specific, unique look for your home screen, you've got to go search the internet for a photo. The promised future of iOS 27, it flips that dynamic entirely. We're moving from a device that needs your constant manual input to one that anticipates your needs and actively generates content for you.
Moving on to Section 1, the core updates. Let's look at the sourced features for iOS 27.
Now, what's really interesting here is how those kind of lofty, abstract ideas of artificial intelligence are actually grounded into practical features you're going to use every single day. The IndustryIQ source highlights three major pillars expected in this update: AI writing help, custom wallpaper generation, and a whole suite of other features that tie the ecosystem together. And look, we aren't talking about mere gimmicks here. These are deeply integrated, functional tools designed to save you time and make the device feel uniquely responsive to you. They really build the foundation of an entirely new user experience.
Let's check out Section 2, AI Writing Assistance, a new way to type.
We're looking at a massive shift from standard manual input to AI-assisted output. Think about the old way. It's just full of friction, right? You're spending vital mental energy trying to craft the perfect tone for a professional email, or maybe struggling to formulate a really delicate message. It takes time, it's prone to typos, and honestly, it just interrupts your workflow. But the future? It integrates intelligent writing help directly into the system layer. Your phone anticipates tone, rewrites clumsy text, or even drafts whole paragraphs from just a few keywords. The direct benefit to you becomes incredibly obvious. You get much clearer communication with a fraction of the effort, completely reducing the friction of your daily tasks. It's a total game changer.
On to Section 3, Custom AI Wallpapers Personalizing the iOS Experience.
So here, we're moving entirely away from static preset backgrounds that millions of other people already have on their phones. Step 1 is simply user ideation. Instead of endlessly scrolling through a gallery of photos somebody else took, you just imagine what you want. Maybe you want a watercolor painting of a mountain range at dawn, or, I don't know, a futuristic cityscape in neon colors. Then, Step 2 is custom wallpaper generation. iOS 27 literally takes your prompt and handles the creation right there on your device. And this brilliantly illustrates how user personalization will become an active, intelligent process. You aren't just selecting a background anymore, you're actively creating it.
That brings us to Section 4, defining the macro theme, intelligence and innovation.
Now that we've looked at the micro features, we really need to define intelligence and innovation as the true, deep integration of AI tools, like the writing help and custom generation we just explored, into the everyday Apple iOS 27 experience. So the crucial point here is that intelligence, in this context, isn't some bulky, separate app you have to remember to open. Nope. It's an invisible, seamless layer baked right into the core of the phone's architecture. When you text, when you customize your screen, the intelligence is simply there. It's working silently in the background to innovate how you interact with the hardware. It truly represents a massive leap in how our devices function on a foundational level.
This quote perfectly captures the thesis of the source material from IndustryIQ. Intelligence and innovation, the future of Apple iOS. It really highlights a fundamental shift in the broader digital landscape. The operating system is evolving from a passive tool into an active partner. The whole industry focus is shifting away from merely what the hardware can process to what the software can intelligently generate to actually assist the user.
Finally, Section 5, Embracing the Future. Let's talk about what this means for you.
Ultimately, we're moving beyond flashy tech to a smarter daily digital interaction. For anyone who relies on a smartphone, which is, well, pretty much all of us, understanding these targeted AI integrations is absolutely essential. These aren't just parlor tricks. iOS 27 is shaping up to be a prime example of how artificial intelligence will quietly but profoundly optimize the routines we totally take for granted. It's really about making your workflow smoother, your communication sharper, and your device infinitely more personalized.
Which brings us to the most important question today. Are you ready for the intelligent future of your most used device? When your smartphone stops being just a traditional phone and becomes a highly personalized, generative assistant,
it inevitably changes your entire relationship with the digital world. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep wondering, keep learning, and definitely get ready for what's waiting just over the horizon.